Hey everyone, congratulations. You have successfully made it through week one. So here's just, I'm going to give a quick recap of what we learned this week. This is a reminder, you have a quiz tomorrow on Friday. I am not saying that everything in this video will be on the quiz, and I'm also not saying everything in the quiz will be on this video, okay? So make sure you have your notes done, your homework done, things like that. You'll be able to use all of them on the quiz, okay? So this is just a quick recap of the things we went over. All right. So we started learning the vocabulary of the Renaissance. Okay. And so we learned words like humanism and patron, both of which were very important to the Renaissance. Okay. And the changes that were happening during the Renaissance. So make sure you know the vocab from day one. Make sure you have all of those spelled out. I'm going to tell you right now that at least one of the words from that first assignment will be on the test, the quiz, I should say, just a quiz. Okay. Next came the beginnings of the Renaissance. Where did it start? What was before it? And so basically, what happened was before it there was the Dark Ages, towards the end of the Dark Ages we had the Crusades. And these crusades, they opened up Europe to new trade routes, as well as the new ideas that flowed along those trade routes. Uh, because when you connect with other civilizations, you learn from them and they learn from you. And so these ideas flowed, and eventually they would make their way into Europe. All right. And remember, those trade routes into Europe mostly came through the city states of Italy. All right. And remember, a city state is like its own little government. If Monterey was its own little country and San Francisco was its own little country, those would be city states. Italy was not unified. And so in those city states, the merchants who were doing the trading became very rich, and it allowed them to become the patrons and sponsor new works of art and literature. So at the same time as all of these trade routes were happening and new ideas were flowing in, scholars had started to re-examine the old Greek texts through a non-Christianity focused lens. All right, and so they started to question the structure of society and the ideas of human possibility and achievement. So again, that's one thing with the Italian Renaissance is they weren't very focused on Christianity or Renaissance in the eyes of Christianity. They were focused on it just from a human perspective. All right, and again, so from the generosity of the wealthy patrons, we get great artistic masterpieces of Da Vinci, the Renaissance man that he was. And we also get the works of Michelangelo, who many believe is the greatest artist of all time. We also discovered women who were able to break through, like Sofonisba Anguissola and Artemisia Jadaleschi. All right, and so this is a big deal because back then it was really hard for women to break through. So I'm going to tell you again: know your painters, know some of their famous works, things like that. That will be helpful for you tomorrow on the quiz. And so again, this is something I want you guys to get used to. Is every Friday we're going to take a quiz. It's 10 questions. None of them are multiple choice. They're short answer. I want you to either you'll be writing a one-word answer or a sentence, depending on the question. And so you will have one of these every week. And then, so again, and make sure you have all your notes, your homework, everything. You can use anything you have around you to get through and to take your quiz. So I hope you all have a good day, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.